Hey, it's Domain Day from cheapwinefinder.com. Again, doing a $6.99 Tuesday night Chardonnay from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's wine selection hasn't changed a lot lately, so I'll be putting that down for a while and looking for new horizons. But this one is the High Guard California Chardonnay. Again, it's $6.99. And it's really good. I mean, it's made for them by a contract wine producer. It's been around for a long time, I think 38 years. They know what they're doing. They have great contract with the different vineyards, and they have their own facilities, and they have a winemaking team that excellent at making wine. And I'm going to take a sip of this. And the thing about this is that it's $6.99, but it's got some oak flavoring to it. And I'll explain why that's a little bit different. An oak barrel, one that is good for wine, can cost $1,000. And a barrel, a barrique, which is the kind of barrel you picture when you think about wine, the barrique is the Bordeaux barrel, and that's the one you find most often in California, and it only holds 300 bottles. So, you know, and maybe they're not using the barrels that cost $1,000, but you can see how the cost would add up. And I actually put a link in the cheapwinefinder.com right up on the High Guard Chardonnay wine, where I put a link to a California company that sells barrels, you know, high-end French oak, and also alternatives. Check out the alternatives. I think that'd be interesting, because if you're actually drinking a lot of value-priced wine, you're probably getting the alternatives as often as you are barrels. And just seeing what that's all about and why it's there. It's not terrible, especially in a $6.99 wine, because these wines are kind of recipe wines, you know, grapes from this area, grapes from that area, coastal grapes where it's cool, inland grapes where it's warm, high altitude grapes, valley grapes, and you put them all together and you do a different oak regiment, and you get all these different elements into the wine. And you get a wine that's far more complex than it would be if the recipe was different. And this is a $6.99 wine. It tastes fine. It tastes better than fine. I took another sip because it's got that acidity I like, especially in this, you know, value-priced wine. It's got that, you know, the same effect. I've said this before, of eating pretzels at a bar when you're drinking beer. I mean, it just, the acidity gets your mouth ready for another sip. And I just took that sip while I was talking and not really thinking about drinking. And I took a sip, and it actually tastes good enough that you want the other sip for a $6.99 Chardonnay. You know, like I said before, if in a blind tasting you told me it cost twice as much, it was $14, I would say, yeah, okay, I believe that. Now, in $14 Chardonnay, I have some favorites. I have some Chardonnays that I really, really like. And this might not be my favorite in the $14, but I would think it's in the category. And that's $6.99. It rocks. I mean, Tuesday night, and you want a decent wine, you put a chill on it, and like, you don't want to put a chill on a good wine because you lose it, masks part of the flavors and mask the aromas. You want to keep the chill to just the minimum. You know, you're supposed to drink wine like cave temperature, whatever cave temperature is, but we don't have any caves around Chicago. So that doesn't work too well. So, but this, you can put a chill on it. I mean, it's fine. You don't care. If it's a hot summer night and you want something cool and nice to drink, and it's got a buttery finish. It has one of the better buttery finishes I've had in a while. It's kind of light and finesse. Sometimes wine with oak can go overboard. This gives you vanilla and it gives you the butter on the end. but it doesn't make, it doesn't go overboard. It doesn't get cloying. When I first tasted it, it had that butterscotch thing, and the aroma was that butterscotch with some spice, and I was like, is this going to be too much? And no, it wasn't. I'm going to take another sip because the acidity is getting to me. Like I said, I don't give the wines grades, but this is a 3-sip wine. And so that tells you something. So there you go. This is if you want a 690 or 9 Tuesday night Chardonnay that you can throw in the fridge and pour and just drink smooth. It's easy to drink. It's tasty. It's got good acidity. It's well made. It doesn't cost anything. And yeah, that's a good wine to me. So keep it cheap. We got more wines coming up like we always do. Like I said, I'll be putting Trader Joe's down for a while and trying other things. And so we'll be back in a few days. So adios, stay cool, and have some fun. Bye-bye.